So we have Squidward and what appears to be a new stage. Don't know how Handsome Squidward integrates yet. You see that Ren and Stimpy gets hit out of the way, so Handsome Squidward is some sort of an attack.
Poppin' clams!
This should be pretty obvious, but there's a new voice line that was not in the first game. So here we have April doing some sort of animation and new stage here. Probably the Technodrome. Probably the Technodrome from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Just looking at pictures of the Technodrome, looks really similar. This appears to be Harmonic Convergence. So that stage appears to be making a return from the first game. That looked like Technodrome. Yeah, Technodrome again. Here's another new stage. Not exactly sure what it is, just from quickly looking at it. And here we get to see some of the first gameplay. This appears to be some sort of a clarinet attack that hits Cora here and launches her up. And then you can see him putting his clarinet away. So we can see here, this is definitely the Flying Dutchman stage, returning from the first game, very similar layout. Next, you see Squidward showing off a painting, and it looks like he's hitting both Rocco and Aang. And if I look carefully at that painting, that appears to be Bold and Brash. Here we have Lucy using a grounded scythe attack, I guess kind of similar to her air up. And we have this Flying Dutchman stage. Looks like a new move here. This was not a move that Aang was doing in the first game. We get a much better look at the stage here. This appears to be the arena where SpongeBob and Patrick were fighting in the Fry Cook games. Also, we get to see here that Aang, when he drops to the ground, hit out with this green effect to knock back SpongeBob. The ding ding ding, this is like the return of Rocco's up air attack. We also see some sort of a inverted battlefield layout here for Harmonic Convergence. Oh, and that was also Rocco's, I believe it was his down air in the first game making a return. So we're seeing a lot of similarity with this character in the previous movesets. This appears to be some sort of new move. Aang did not have a water bending move like this before. Also, yeah, it looks like Ren and Stimpy is kind of dashed into that move. Multi-hit. I think this is the return of Ba Sing Se as a stage. Here we have a couple things. One, we see an alternate costume for Squidward. They've already announced that the Ultimate Edition of the game will have a bonus costume for all the characters. Not sure if that means that characters will have many costumes, and these are like extra like spend costumes that you can buy with the Ultimate Edition. But here's definitely an alternate costume for Squidward, where he is using his Krakatoa attack. Here we can see Garfield doing a move. It's a pie throw returned from the first game. If you look carefully, it spawned mashed potatoes or something, and you can see there is a multi-hit. So this looks really similar to the cream pie from the first game. The pie itself is a lot smaller, but definitely has a multi-hit effect. And you can see here that like there's this particle effect here as Garfield consumed the mashed potatoes that he spawned. This looks like Sewer Slam, but the layout's very different. So another returning stage, and Jenny here bringing back her down strong attack. Nigel also there. You can see he initiated his woodpecker attack, which was a return of Nigel's Nair. I actually made an entire video about that move. And here's the character reveal. Donatello on Technodrome. I saw some people speculating if this is a taunt or a get-up attack. I suppose it could be either. It's probably way too slow for a get-up attack, if I'm being honest. This is a new attack for Nigel. We did not see this double punch move before. So that's some sort of new move for Nigel. Here's maybe this kind of looks similar to Rocco's down strong in the previous game, where he would slam Stimpy down. So possibly return to that move for Ren and Stimpy. Oh, here's also Zim on, I guess I think it's the Ba Sing Se stage. I'm actually not an Avatar expert.
This is gonna make
Rooftop Rumble, definitely return to that stage. Nice visual upgrade for the stage.
All right.
Oh, that's just the same stage. And here we can see Danny doing his down tilt from the first game and comboing it into an up air or an air up strong. I believe both of those moves look really similar in the first game. Another Bold and Brash. So we get to see Bold and Brash come out and hit these two people. Oh, I didn't even notice that was also another alternate costume for Squidward. So unlike the first game, there is definitely more than one costume for characters. Another new character reveal with Raphael doing some sort of upwards hitting multi-hit attack that finishes in a kick. Well, a lot going on here. Okay, so Rocco grabs Lucy, spits her out, gets hit by another new move for Aang. This looks like some sort of forward air or something. It was not in the first game. What even's going on here? April. Oh, April's just kicking. Okay, that's not that interesting. Whoa, what the? Bit of a visual glitch there for Danny. Okay, another new move. I don't believe Aang had any firebending moves like this. Something interesting going on here. So there's this green particle effect coming off of SpongeBob where he launches Patrick. So if we go back a little bit, you can see that he's actually launching Patrick. This looks like his up special from the first game. And then he lands, jumps out, and does an aerial karate swing. Which, yeah, that's like his snare in the first game.
A one-way ticket to rock.
This is also something new. 3 bubbles coming out. Never seen SpongeBob do 3 bubbles before. And new single player mode. Actually, if we go to the website, they actually talk a bit about the single player mode. So they mention that it's an all new original story with roguelike mechanics, mini bosses, a new arcade mode, and boss rushes. So it sounds like they've got a lot planned here for a campaign mode. So they'll bring a much better single player experience than they did in the first game. Not sure what stage that is. That's another new attack. Don't know about this clapping thumbs up. That was this new. Oh, here we have Reptar and we have Zim. I guess Zim kind of comes out with dash attack of some sort. This almost looks like a return of Powder Toast Trouble. That's the only stage I remember that had eggs cooking in the first game. Some people point out this kind of looks really similar to Shredder's strong dash attack in the first game. But this looks like a multi-hit, whereas Shredder's was a kind of a single hit that you could jump cancel. We can see the Tommy Ball item here, and whoa, wait a minute, hold up. Okay, so we see Nigel jump, and he jumps again. So we can see that Nigel has at least 2 jumps. Oh, I think that was the 3rd jump. Let's see. Boop, yeah, so that was at least 3 jumps. So Nigel definitely didn't have multi-jump in the first game. This is one of the early attacks that leaked, where Patrick slams his house down. So I haven't seen the gameplay of it yet, but we can see that it is real.
This will be a night we shan't forget. How did you get...
So we can see here Jimmy has some sort of jetpack attack or something.
my lab anyway?
So here we can see Jimmy does some sort of grab into like some sort of like up throw or something, and combos it into a aerial kick. And you see he does 2 of them here. So you can see here that Jimmy is very quickly canceling that attack into itself again. So it looks like perhaps a new mechanic. This is a new move. We haven't seen SpongeBob use this spatula move, which he's going to use here to combo Squidward. That's also a new move. Some sort of aerial up normal or of some sort. Patrick is doing what appears to be his up special from the first game. Comes in, gets the command grab. He uses that time to jump up and land this aerial bite attack. This is another new attack that wasn't in the first game. And I think that's it for the trailer. Now, there's a lot more information actually on the website. So if I were to go to the website here, you can see that they show off the characters. On the website, they point out both the single player mode, they point out new super abilities, refined mechanics, and new offensive and defensive options. On the website, they also have a picture of the full game HUD. You can see here that there is some sort of 3-bar meter at the bottom. We can see also the UI for what the game looks like with the stock counter, the damage counter, and everything like that. And these super abilities actually might mean that some of the moves that were being shown, maybe those were some sort of super ability rather than like a typical move. Voice acting is returning, which you'll love to see. Something that really should have been in the game at launch. Also, they're calling out crossplay and updated lobby systems, new costumes, unlockable rewards, and an improved training mode. This is huge. I actually personally put in a lot of time modding the game to have a good training mode. So seeing them put in that effort is really important. Also, seeing them talk about crossplay before launch makes me much more confident that they're going to launch crossplay this time for the game. They also have announced the pricing. It looks like the game is going to be a base price of $50, just like how the first game was. And there's going to be several additions here. So they're giving a season pass. They've already announced there's going to be 4 DLC characters. There's already going to be more costumes coming, and I guess a special battle pass, a special season pass SpongeBob costume. There's going to be a deluxe edition, which is going to get you the season pass for slightly cheaper for $20 instead of $25. And there's going to be an ultimate edition, which is going to get you a bonus costume for every character. Also, you can see here, we get to see the box art for the first time. This actually matches a leaked box art that we saw earlier. Not too much new here. It's just a lot of the already revealed characters, except we do see Vlad Plasmus here. Vlad Plasmus was on another piece of early leaked media. But we haven't seen Vlad Plasmus yet in any of the trailers or anything, only on the box art. So yeah, that's my breakdown of the trailer. I think there's actually a lot of information that was condensed in here in the 2 minutes, and a lot of good information on the website. So stay tuned. I'm going to be doing this for every single thing they release for the game, because it's what I do. I love Nick Brawl. All right, thank you so much. Still curious about why they made a sequel to Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl? Check out this video where I break down how successful the first game was.